Well, I gotta put my hair up. Okay, and I gotta put the air on. Holy Hannah, I'm hot. You do not know heat and working out till you lead a workout class in a nursing home, because it is hot as Hades in there, okay? So I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're going to hear it anyway, because this is what I want to say. Now, you know, probably, if you're watching this, you know that my goal with teaching fitness is to make fitness fun, right? For people to find a way to move their bodies without feeling discouraged, without feeling self-conscious, without feeling defeated, and finding a way to move their body in a way that works for them. It's not because I love exercise. All right, let's be clear. Now, you should know this. You should know this by now. This is not so that I don't preach exercise because I'm this former athlete who just loves activity. That is so far from me that I can't even emphasize that enough. That is not my thing. But what is my thing is mental health. And one of the things that I've learned through my many years of obesity and yo-yoing with weight loss and weight gain is that mental health plays a huge role in how you eat, when you eat, how you food shop, how you cook, how you plan, how you feel about yourself, how you exercise, how you sleep, all of the things, right? And exercise for me has been about finding a balance of not becoming obsessed with exercise and consumed by exercise, not relying on exercise as a reward or punishment for things that I've eaten or done, but exercise is a way to move my body, to keep it in a state of movement. That way, when I am older and I am 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, I'm not completely helpless because I stopped moving my body. And a lot of people, when they say, oh, I'm getting, oh, my back hurts, my feet hurt, my knee hurt, they choose to not move. But when you don't move, it gets worse. And I don't want to be that person. Okay, so that's one thing. Number two, I know that exercise makes me feel better. Okay, you never go do a workout and say, I wish I wouldn't have done it. Right? It always puts you in a good mood. Especially, well, depends on your workout, but you always feel accomplished and motivated after a workout. Getting to the workout is the hard part. Okay? So that's where it takes discipline. You gotta get over your own shit and show up, right? And get the workout done. And yeah, you need to find workouts that work for you and things that you enjoy, but that doesn't negate the fact that you also need to do things that are going to benefit you, okay? And you shouldn't be exercising simply for eating, although I'm glad I exercise as much as I do, because then I can eat more because I love food, but that's a whole other issue, a whole other topic. But what I want to tell you, okay, is that while some of us, and I say us, but I don't mean me because I'm still working out, some of us like to sit and wallow in our own excuses as to why we can't exercise, why we can't go for a walk, why we can't do a YouTube video, why we can't go to a class, why we can't go to the gym, why we can't, right? Instead of finding out ways that we can. So your schedule may be different. You may be busy. You may have something going on that's out of the norm. Whatever, instead of putting things completely on hold, finding a way to make it work, okay? I hate when people tell me they can't, well, I'll tell you what I hate the most, is when people tell me that they can't exercise because they need to lose weight first. Like, that's the biggest bunch of horse shit I've ever heard, okay? You don't need to do anything for exercise. You just need to move your body, okay? I started exercising when I was morbidly obese, okay? And I've posted videos before, you've seen it. You don't wait to exercise. That's stupid. even if you can't stand up, you can sit in a chair and exercise. I don't care if you weigh 500 pounds or you're 180 pounds, but with bad knees, whatever. Like, you can still do it if you get out of your pity party puddle, okay? So I'm just leaving one of my regular nursing homes. It's not really a nursing home, it's assisted living. But I come up here regularly, twice a month. I've been coming up here for 2 years. I come here all the time. And there are people who come take this class who, I don't know their previous condition or what caused them to be here or in the state that they're in, but there are people who are wheelchair bound who only have movement of one arm, okay? There are people who barely have any movement but still do a little bit of what we're doing. So we have people who have one arm movement who are just moving that arm as best they can, right? We have people who are not trying to do any of the movements. They're just doing their own movements, which is sometimes half the class. But they're moving because they like the music and they're singing and they're dancing and they feel good. And at the end of the class, even though they think, now this group knows, unless they have a new person, they know what the class is. It's not exercise as in we're coming to exercise so we can sweat, although I sweat because, like I said, it's hot as Hades in there. They're moving their body in a way that's making them happy. So then the rest of the day, they are having this mental health boost because of the activity that they did. That, to me, is why I exercise. And yeah, I exercise for other reasons, maintaining weight, or sometimes towards helping with weight loss or building muscle mass, or all those things. Those are all things, right? But the core as to why I exercise is to keep my mental health in check, to make sure that if I'm in a funk, I can get out of it by completing a workout, or by showing up and being consistent, by being disciplined. So stop feeding yourself BS, okay? Either you want it or you don't. You can't feel sorry for yourself and expect things to happen. That is not how things work, okay? If you want things to change, you have to change something that you're doing. You don't have to go all in. It doesn't have to be something huge. You can start with something small. But if you're not willing to say, hey, this is me, I need to take action, only I can do this, you're just gonna stay on the rat wheel, okay? So if there are people who are 80 and 90, I've even had people that I know, I don't know how old all these people are, but I know I had someone who was 101, I think. If they can show up and move their body to the best of their ability, lifting their foot off the ground when they can, toe tapping, putting their arms up, moving their shoulders, if they can do that, if you're sitting all day, every day in a wheelchair, but twice a month, and I don't know what they do in between me, and I'm not saying they don't do anything, I'm sure they do, but like, if they can do that, you can do stuff, okay? There's no reason that you can't get up and do it, all right? The only thing that stands between you and your goals is your BS excuses. And I mean that by us. The only big thing between us, me, you, everyone else, if you have a roadblock, your roadblock is typically your excuse. Find a way to make it happen. Make it smaller, break it down. Do what you need to do, but ignoring it and saying, oh, I can't go, blah, 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 isn't getting you anywhere, okay? So, anywho, that's all. That's all I wanted to share with you. Have a great day.